Hello, and welcome to another episode of Balatro. We are continuing to try and beat decks on the green stake difficulty. We have gotten through, I guess, what's considered the basic decks, and we're going to try the magic deck, green stake. Give it a shot. 2 copies of the Fool. Ooh, next, base edition shop. Joker becomes polychrome. Ooh, 2 tarot cards. That's probably not worth it. Ooh, but the pillar. Okay. Hear me out. If we skip both times, the pillar is easier because we haven't played any cards this ante. And we can even the Fool these tarot cards that we use here. And then coming into ante 2, we're guaranteed to get a polychrome Joker. Skip, Mega Arcana pack. We can't really use the Emperor, huh? We can use the Moon and the Sun. That's interesting. The Moon and the Sun. And turn diamonds and spades into hearts and clubs. And then we can use the Fool to get more of one of those suits. Probably hearts. I think it could go either way. If we want to do hearts or clubs. I don't think it matters too much, so I'm not gonna really labor on that decision. My instinct is saying hearts. So we're gonna turn 3 spades into clubs. Oh, maybe better. Okay. Because we could do the Moon, use the Fool to copy the Moon. Oh, that's good. And then, so are we going clubs or hearts? Because of blackboard, we want to do clubs. So let's do clubs. So we're going to turn these into clubs, copy the Moon, turn these into clubs. Oh, no, not that. Use this. Right, because that can't copy the Fool. Interesting that it works that way. Turn these into clubs. And then use Emperor. My extra consumable slot lets me see 2 cards here. And then we go. We can get the Emperor, which I probably want to do, because I don't want to copy either of these, honestly. Not very good. Speaking of not very good, it sucks that I have 19 clubs in the deck and I didn't draw a single one. So I guess we are going to go for hearts here. Heart flush. Should be fine. Because we get to discard 5 cards looking for it. We're almost there. We just need 1 more heart, of which we have 9. Oh, nice. So we go heart. It's a pretty good flush. 3 is kind of low, but these are very high. And then we go for a club flush here. We have 1 club in hand, but a bunch in the deck. Okay. So we look for the 1 more club with our last discard. And we get it. And that's it. That's gonna... Oh, is that gonna win? I think it's gonna win. 10, 10, 8. Let's just see. Nothing else to do. It wins. You love to see it. Okay, I think that was a really good ante 1. Polychrome misprint, get in here, pal. I think we should do it. Misprint's not great, but polychrome is, so there you go. And now we're strong enough for the $1,000 small blinds. Definitely not. We don't want $2. It's terrible. Okay, so we can go for... Well, we can get 4 of a kind here with strength. So we're going to use the Fool on getting an Emperor. We're going to use strength to turn 2 into a 3. And I have 2 King of Clubs and 2 10 of Clubs. We'll just turn a 7 into an 8. not a huge deal on that one. Actually, maybe it doesn't matter at all. I'll still turn it into an 8, but I think I'm gonna turn it into a stone card. Gonna do this, and then I'm gonna use the Emperor to get 2 more non-tower cards here, like Hanged Man and Justice. Then we're gonna use the tower on this, and then we're gonna play a 4 of a kind. We're gonna save these. And this will win in 1, depending on how Misprint rolls. Yeah, Misprint rolled high, 16 mult. Which times 1.5 is a lot. Early Constellation is great. I want it. And I'm strong enough to take it. So we sell you, buy the Constellation, and then go next. We have no money, that's okay. 2 planet cards immediately. Is that better or worse than 1, 2, 3, 4, $6 or $7? Free Mega Celestial Pack. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay, we were offered a high card, which I want to take. It comes up a lot. And full house? Let's do straight flush. We've got these extra, if we look at our clubs, we've got these extra high clubs, an extra 10, an extra king, queen, jack, an extra 8, 7. So it's a lot of room to go for straight flushes here. Kings, queens, and jacks, I guess, aren't middling clubs, and for straights you want more copies of your middling cards. But 8 and 7 is, so we'll see. Okay, hit next. Okay. So we've got 18 clubs in here. So we can just destroy, what's my worst suit? Diamonds and spades. So I can destroy 2 diamonds, and then discard 5 cards, and just draw as many cards as possible. So use this to destroy those, and then discard, well, what is this? Could be a diamond, could be a club. It's more likely to be a club. So I guess I just discard these. I don't care about the pair of jacks. We're going for flush because it's the easiest get because we have so many clubs. Okay. So these are almost certainly diamonds. So let's look for clubs. This is, there's 1 card it could be if it's a diamond, ace of diamonds, and 1 card it could be if it's club. Well, let's sort by rank. It's higher than a queen, which means it must be a diamond. Okay. What about this guy? If we sort by rank, it's low, so this is unlucky, but whatever, it happens. Neither of the face down cards are clubs, even though both of them could have been. Okay. Do we want a flush or a straight? Flush is better, so we go for the flush. Probably not enough. We'll see what. Yeah, 7 multiplier from this misprint was not good enough. If it had rolled better, it could have been. But we've got 3 of a kind right here. That'll be enough, I think. Let's see what misprint. Yeah, misprint rolled high on that one, so it's enough. Okay. Took me 2 hands, not a huge deal. $7. We have a celestial pack. Satellite's really good though, because I'm going to be buying a lot of celestial packs. I think the money is more important right now. So we take the money, hit next, and we fight. And we cry that we only have 3 clubs. We discard 5 looking for it. Cool. We got a flush. We'll see how many flushes it takes. Could be done in a couple, we'll see. Discard you, looking for another flush. We got another flush, it's a pretty good one. Some high cards in here. And it's not enough, because misprint didn't roll high enough. We've got 8 hearts now, so we go for the heart flush. We only have 1 6. 2 10s though, so we could go for a straight. Like... So we keep 7, 8, 9, jack, which is 2 hearts, but also part of a flush, or be a part of a straight. Let's look. Okay, we didn't get the 10s, but we got 2 hearts, so we just need 1 more heart. So we look for 1 more heart like this, and we just have to get there. We've upgraded high cards, so that helps. Oh, the high card got there, because misprint rolled well enough. Nice. A little bit of money from satellite. Cool, we get another planet card here. You really want to see that. It's going to make us score more, it's going to make us get more money. We're going to level up straight. Because now satellite gives us $3. Okay. 2 pair has not been upgraded. We have 3. Yeah, we have 3 clubs. So we just go for the club flush. We haven't upgraded flush, unfortunately. But sometimes that's how it goes. Okay, we need 1 more club. Give it to me, please. 7, 8, 9, 10. So a 6 of clubs or a jack of clubs. Is that the best way to play this? Just look for the 6 or jack of clubs with our discards rather than playing flushes. 4800 is too much, so yeah, I think the answer is yes. That's 3 cards. Well, we can just calculate the odds because we have to keep 4, so we only get to look at 4. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of 4 new cards we get to see before we're down to our last hand. So that's 16. So it's half of our deck. So we'd have to miss 3 cards. It's basically we'd have to miss 3 50-50s. So it's like 7 and 8 that this gets us the 7 and 8 chance that we get the straight flush. Now the question is the straight flush good enough? Certainly. 11 multiplier is so much. Times 1.5 times 1.3 plus a little bit from misprint. So we hope that we get there sooner rather than later, but we'll discard to start. Jack or 6 of clubs is what we're looking for. We got there immediately, and got the queen back, so we get to do a very high straight flush. And we have 3 hands left over. That was very lucky. 7,293. Okay, $10. We did not get a base chips and molt are halved. That's definitely not good. We didn't get a planet here, which is pretty bad. No planet is pretty bad. So how are we going to do this? I think we need to look at some tarot cards to help us out. Another moon would be good. Another hangman would be good. I would even take another sun. Get more hearts or clubs, make the flushes easier. 4 flushes should still be enough for 6,400, even if base chips and molt are halved. Straight, high card, have been leveled up a little bit. This joker doesn't help though. This tarot card doesn't help. So let's look for... Oh, also, Okay, we got the moon. I was going to say also the priestess that gives you 2 planet cards would have been ridiculously good. So there are actually a lot of hits on this pack. And we got one of them, technically. Moon, I think, is good enough to be considered a hit here. I don't really want to turn hearts into clubs because I have 13 hearts. But 13 hearts is not enough for me to sweat over. I'm going to turn the 10 into a club because then I just have so many straight making clubs that way. And the 6, or maybe the 5. 5 is a very big straight making club. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Every straight has either a 5 or a 10 in it, so those are your big, and everything between them are your big, hey, these are important straight cards. The problem with the 5 is, opposed to the 6, is that I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 of clubs, which means 5 is quite a bit less likely to be useful in a straight flush than 6 is, because we have 2 7s, 2 8s. So I am abandoning the hearts a little bit here. No, I'm going to go for the 5. I don't want to abandon the hearts that much, and I do want to abandon the diamonds that much. Getting rid of all of the diamonds is very, very useful. So we're going to turn 1 heart into a club just because it's a 10 and it's especially useful. We could go for a flush 5 if we get 3 10s into kings, or 3 kings and 2 10s, because we're about to turn this king into a club. So I can't be unhappy about that. $4 to make us much more consistent here will help for sure. We have a heart flush right away, and I say we just play it. If we can play 4 flushes, depending on how misprint rolls hide there. So we're looking very, very, very good. 8, 9, 10, jack. Probably just a normal straight is good enough. I know I was stressing over the straight flush situation there, but I think now that it comes down to it, a straight will be good enough. We've upgraded straight. It probably won't be good enough because misprint won't roll high enough, but it's good enough to go for. Alternatively, we go for the spade flush, which we would need 1 spade, but we only have 4 of them, so I'd rather look for a 7 or a queen, because that's 6 hits to get my straight. Discard 4 cards, 7 or a queen. Let's look. We didn't get it. I say we just look again. Yeah, it's 6 hits. 7 or a queen, please. Yeah, we got the queen. Good, good, good. Queen, jack, 10, 9, 8. Straight. That's leveled up. This probably won't win unless misprint really carries. It did not. That's fine. One more. I was gonna say one more hand, but that was actually especially low. It's crazy how much we're just absolutely relying on misprint, because 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.3 doesn't matter unless we have some base mult, and misprint is our only base mult option. For the way we're running this. But the good news is we have a. Well, wait a minute. How much are we relying on misprint if we play the flush here? Because the problem is we're really close to a straight flush. We need a king and a 10, but we have 3 kings and 2 10s of clubs. So we could get rid of 5 cards here with high card, which scores the stone card. Have 1 more discard to look for the remaining guys. There are only 24 cards left in our deck. Oof. It's tricky. It's tricky for sure. Alternatively, we play a flush, which scores like what? It gets halved, so it's 17 points. I need to pull out my calculator. 17.5 times 2 plus, let's say this rolls a 10 on average, so it's actually times 12. 17.5 times 12 times 1.5 times 1.3 is 409. It's horrific. So we go for the high roll. And pray. We just need a 10 and a king. We got the 10 and the 8. We did it. Holy cow. 8. Queen. Yeah. I was gonna say we don't actually need the king because we can hit 8s or 7 or 8s as well. The 7 doesn't matter, but the 8 does. So we get there. I think. Yeah. I didn't account for the fact that it's halved, but it didn't matter. We got there. I didn't see what misprint rolled. I don't know if it rolled especially high for us or what. Hanged Man is good. Because we just want to get consistent, I guess, straight flushes. We're straight flush gamers. And so we can get more consistent if we get down to a 48 card deck for sure. I need to remind myself what the next blind is. We're just coming into 4, so 9,000 points. We got that. We got that last time, and that was with base molten whatever halved, so that should be fine. Although I don't think I need to be especially greedy by skipping here, so I am going to buy the Hanged Man, and I am going to buy the Arcana pack. It means I'm missing out on some interest, but that's okay. Hanged Man is good, Arcana pack is good. Clubs, more clubs. Yes, yes, yes. 7, 5, 4, probably. And then get rid of these 3s. How many 3s do I have? I have 5 3s, so it's a little bit silly to get rid of them. But they're low cards. I don't need to rely on the rank of 3. I'm not going for full houses or anything like that. And they really don't help in straights or straight flushes if I turn them into clubs later on, but 7 and 5 do for sure. So yeah, hang the 3s. Turn 7, 5, 4 into clubs. Okay, next round. We can get a free spectral pack. That's probably not worth it. There are a lot of misses on spectral cards in general. Okay. This hand is bad. We're just gonna look for the flush / the straight flush by discarding 5 non-clubs. We have a flush. It doesn't get halved, so it's a little bit better. But if we just want a hard look for the straight flush, we've got 2 queens, 3 10s, 2 8s, and 3 7s. Kind of feel like that's better. Yeah, let's go. Let's try it. I don't know if I've ever done such hard searching for straight flushes before, but it's the hand we've been dealt, no pun intended. King, queen, jack, so we just need the 10. We have 3 of them. And we have a few chances to get there and 30 cards. Okay. We only get to look at 4 cards at a time, but we try it. We just keep looking by playing high cards, which will score us some intermittent points depending on how well. Oh, we still need the 10. Still need the 10. I guess we can toss the 9 now. Yep. We have 3 10s. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10. Give me the 10, please. There we go. Oof. Scaring me a little bit there. We got there. You can see why that was terrible. I thought that would be way more points, but it wasn't. Okay, so we just lost. Misprint plus 8 isn't good enough. Okay, we lose. What's the learning moment here? We'll wrap the episode. We'll still post this. I think it's good to post some losses every once in a while. even just standalone losses. I know I've lost in some recordings before and I just immediately run another episode. I think I'll just let this be its own episode. But before we do, to wrap the episode, I do want to talk about what the learning moment is here. I think the learning moment is that Constellation is not good enough when you don't have any money and you don't have any base multiplier, something like that. That could be part of the lesson. Early game's too important type of thing. Constellation's not good in the early game. That's just it what it is. It's an insane joker, but not in the early game. We did miss out on a lot of rolling for basically celestial packs, right? We just didn't see a lot of them. I guess we can't look at the run info from here, but if we looked at the run info, what we had 3 upgraded. We played 3 planet cards the whole time, yeah, because it was times 1.3, and guess what? 2 of those came from a skip. So that's just unlucky. I mean, what can you do about that? Nothing. Now I don't think we just lost because we got unlucky though. So I think the learning point is still the same. That Constellation is not good enough in the early game. But the reason why is because you can get unlucky like we just did. Like, I don't know if it was like a 10%er or a 25%er to see that few planet packs in the first 3 antes. But we had to skip a lot, right? So we saw fewer shops. And accounting for that low roll is important, even if it's a 10%er. If 10% of the time you just lose because you spent all of your gold on a constellation that will prevent you from having money to buy anything useful in the future, and won't score you anything until, or has, you know, if it has a 10% chance of not scoring you anything until ante 5, depending on your rolls, then it's not good enough. It's a little bit hard to evaluate straight up because misprint is also so random, but we're gonna let that be our takeaway. Constellation, as you climb the stakes, green stake, the small blinds ramp up pretty fast. You have to be more conscientious about the early game specifically. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully this learning moment means that we get to win next time. We'll see you then.